Hello dear students, in previous video we people have started with your bryophyta, right? We people have discussed its habitat, then we have also understood life cycle of your bryophytes. So if you are talking about life cycle of this bryophytes, it comes under two phases, as we very well know that. Number one is your haploid gametophytic phase जो कि main होता है, and second one is your diploid sporophytic phase. Am I clear? वापस से एक बार, this is not new thing, ये चीज आपने previous videos में पढ़ी है. So once again let me recall it. Two phases: haploid gametophytic phase which produces your gametes, right? And then we are having your diploid sporophytic phase which produces spores by the division called as meiosis. तो ये जो spores हो गए वो आपके haploid spores हो गए. These spores are dispersed, right, by several mechanisms are there. Once these spores are dispersed and when it gets a suitable condition, it develops into a new plant, a new bryophyte. Okay, so this we have understood in previous video by understanding life cycle of bryophyte. Now if we are talking about these bryophytes, right, then these bryophytes are further divisible into, I can say, three classes. These bryophytes are further divisible into three classes. Number one over here I am writing is your hepatocopside, okay. Under hepatocopsida comes your liverwoods. इसमें कौन आते हैं बच्चा जी? आपके liverwoods आते हैं, okay. Second is your Anthocerotopsida. Now if you are talking about this Anthocerotopsida, तो इसके अंदर जो कैटेगरी होती है, they are called as your hornwoods. उसको क्या कहा जाता है? Hornwoods कहा जाता है. And the third class that comes under your bryophytes are called as your bryopsida, okay, or they are also called as your muscae. इसको क्या बोला जाता है बच्चों? muscae भी बोला जाता है, right? And in this comes our mosses. Am I clear? So these are the classes of your bryophytes. That is your hepatocopsida, Anthocerotopsida, and your bryopsida is otherwise called as your muscae, okay. And in our NCERT textbook these two names are written, that is your liverwood and your mosses. Am I clear? So we are going to understand the same in detail. वैसे for your information there are about 12,500 to 15,000 species which are present under your bryophyta. ठीक है? So now let's begin with liverwood. तो आप heading डालो. Your next heading will be your liverwood. Okay. Now if I am talking about this liverwood, सबसे पहले what do you understand by the word wood? Can you say this? Wood का मतलब होता है small plants. इसका मतलब क्या होता है बच्चों? Small plants होता है, right? And during earlier time ये जो हर्बलिस्ट थे, right? ये जो बॉटनिस्ट थे जिन्होंने ये डिस्कवर करा, उनको इसका स्ट्रक्चर कैसा लगा? Like liver. So I can say that your bryophytes, right, resembles to that of liver, and these are used in liver ailments. And thus इसको नाम दिया liverwood. इसको क्या नाम दिया? liverwood. That is nothing but your liver like small plants. Am I clear? So I hope you understand what is the meaning of liverwood. वैसे ये नहीं पूछा जाएगा आपको. This was just for your information. ठीक है? Now point wise we will understand. So first I am writing habitat. Okay, this liverworts कहाँ पे present होते हैं? तो this liverworts are present in, I am writing over here, they are present in your moist, I can say, shady habitats. They are present in moist, shady habitats. Okay, ज्यादातर ये लोग शेड के नीचे ही प्रेजेंट होते हैं. सो इन जनरल कोई भी अगर आपसे पूछे व्हाट इज द हैबिटेट ऑफ ब्रायोफाइट्स, योर आंसर विल बी योर मॉइस्ट शेडी हैबिटेट्स. लाइक आई कैन से व्हाट, बैंक्स, है ना, ऑफ स्ट्रीम. Yes or no? Many examples I am going to write. Then on your marshy ground, over here I am writing marshy ground. I am writing over here, right? Then you can say damp soil. Okay. Then you can say as your damp soil. Then you can say bark of trees. Okay. Bark of trees as well as deep in the woods. As well as you can say deep in the woods. Am I clear? तो बच्चों ये हो गई habitat of your liverworts. They are basically present in your moist shady area. Simple as that. Shady area in the sense you can give any of this example like your marshy ground, damp soil, deep inside your woods and many more. Okay. Now if we are talking about your liverworts, right, then this liverworts, if we are talking about your liverworts, then this liverworts comes in two growth forms. It comes in two growth forms. In the sense, इसका मतलब क्या हुआ? In the sense, कुछ members इनके जो होते हैं, they are thalloid. So what I am going to write? They are thalloid species. मतलब they do not have well developed root, shoot and stem, you can say, right? And another growth form comes as your leafy species. Comes as your leafy species. ठीक है? So वापस से एक बार मैंने आप सबको ये बोला, ये जो liverworts है, they comes in two growth forms. Either some of them are thalloid or some of them are leafy. Am I clear? So I have written over here group of thalloid species and group of leafy species. One such example if I want to give of this thalloid species, तो इसके अंदर example you people have to memorize, that is your Marchantia. कौन सा एग्जाम्पल है ड्रॉ करा है मैंने यहाँ पे? मार्केंशिया. ओके, जो मार्केंशिया है वो थैलॉइड स्ट्रक्चर है. दिस मार्केंशिया इज डॉर्सी वेंट्रल, यू कैन से इट एज योर फ्लैट स्ट्रक्चर. डॉर्सी वेंट्रल फ्लैट स्ट्रक्चर बोल सकते हो. इफ आई वांट टू शो यू, जैसे कि ये मार्केंशिया है, ये डॉर्सल साइड हुआ, ये वेंट्रल साइड हुआ, ऐसे दे आर डॉर्सीवेंट्रल फ्लैट. ये फ्लैट होते हैं, डॉर्सीवेंट्रल फ्लैट. एम आई क्लियर? ओके. अपार्ट फ्रॉम दिस, ये जो स्ट्रक्चर होता है, इट इज स्ट्रॉन्गली अटैच्ड टू सबस्ट्रेट. इट इज स्ट्रॉन्गली अटैच्ड. इसको बोला जाता है एप्रेस्ड. इसको क्या बोला जाता है? स्ट्रॉन्गली अटैच्ड इज इक्वल टू एप्रेस्ड टू दी सबस्ट्रेट. Appraised to the substrate. Am I clear? So I hope you understood this. Liverworts दो फॉर्म में आते हैं. Number one is your thalloid species. Example मैंने बोला आपको Marchantia. Marchantia कैसा स्ट्रक्चर है? It is dorsiventrally flat structure, closely appraised to substrate. Closely appraised to substrate. Am I clear? Okay, now if you are talking about this leafy species, if we are talking about this leafy species, then this leafy members have leaf-like appendages. मैंने नहीं बोला leaf, मैंने बोला leaf-like appendages. Okay, leaf-like appendages arranged in two rows. Arranged in two rows. कुछ ऐसे you can say. Okay, these are the leaf-like structure which I am drawing, and this leaf-like structure are arranged in two rows as you can see over here, row 1 and row 2. Am I clear? तो ये क्या क्या हो गया बच्चा जी आपका योर डिफरेंट फॉर्म्स ऑफ लीवर वुड्स दैट आर योर थैलॉइड स्पीशीज एंड लीफी स्पीशीज. लीफी स्पीशीज कैसे होते हैं? दे हैव लीफ लाइक अपेंडेजेस एज यू कैन सी ओवर हियर विच आर अरेंज्ड इन, ये अच्छे से याद रखना है आप सभी को, which are arranged in two rows. Am I clear? Okay. Now, let's talk about the reproduction. So, your next heading will be reproduction. To be more specific, we are talking about your asexual reproduction. Okay? Now, if you are talking about this asexual reproduction, then of course, this asexual reproduction occurs by a process called as fragmentation. आपको अच्छे से पता है जो थैलॉइड बॉडी होगी जिसको आप थैलाई भी बोल सकते हो, which is also called as your thalli. Okay, so the thalli of plant body separates into different fragment and each fragment produces new organism. Am I clear? ये एक method है. This is the first method of asexual reproduction. Second method of asexual reproduction is by formation of special green multicellular bud called as gamete. So what is gamete? Gamete is nothing but you can say it as your in bracket I am writing. It is green. It is multicellular bud. It is green and multicellular bud which develops in a special structure. ऐसे कहीं पे ये नहीं बन जाता, इसके लिए एक स्पेशल स्ट्रक्चर होता है प्लांट के पास and this structure is called as your gamecops. इसको क्या कहा जाता है बच्चा जी? Gamecops. So here I am writing this gamete develops in, कहाँ पे डेवलप होते हैं? Gamecops. Okay. So if I want to draw, तो मान लीजिए ये आपका gamecope है. Okay, this is your gamecope and inside this gamecope there will be formation of this green color multicellular. This is what I mean by gamete. Okay, once this gamete is formed, once it matures, it detaches, it separates from parental body. And lives as a new organism. It develops into new organism, that is new plant body. Am I clear? तो ये हो गया बच्चों जी आपका asexual reproduction. अच्छे से याद रखना है, fragmentation and by means of your gamete. Next comes your, here I am writing your sexual reproduction. Okay, sexual reproduction हमने अच्छे से बात करी थी, right? We have discussed this in detail. That is by formation of your gametes. For formation of this gametes, your plant is having a specialized structure जिसको आप कहते हो sex organ, right? And this sex organs over here I am writing are nothing but your archegonium and your antheridium. जो archegonium है वो फीमेल सेक्स ऑर्गन है एंड एंथेरिडियम है वो मेल सेक्स ऑर्गन है. एंड the sexual reproduction remains same that we have understood in previous video. ठीक है, इसका होगा फ्यूजन, जाइगोट बनेगा, जाइगोट अंडरगो माइटोसिस टू फॉर्म your multicellular sporophyte, right? That is your foot seated capsule. Capsule के अंदर क्या होता है? meiosis. It produces spores. These spores are liberated. Whenever it gets suitable condition, it is going to germinate. Am I clear? तो ये बच्चा हो गया आपका liver wood. Okay, now if I want to draw a diagram which is given in our NCERT, Markensia का diagram दिया है and that diagram is very important one. Okay, as you can see over here, somewhat it is dorsi-ventrally flattened structure like this. Dorsi-ventrally flattened structure like this. You people have seen. These are our Markensia. Am I clear? And you people have seen somewhat structure like this. ऐसा कुछ structure है. Yes or no? These are but the sex organ. These are nothing but the sex organ. Am I clear? That is your, over here if I want to write the male one, तो ये हो गया बच्चा जी आपका antheridiophore. What is this? Antheridiophore, the organ which bears antheridia. तो यहाँ पे क्या प्रेजेंट होगा? एंथेरिडिया प्रेजेंट होगा, जो कि मेल सेक्स ऑर्गन है. एंड दिस विल बी योर, ये क्या होगा? आर्चेगोनियोफोर. दिस आर्चेगोनियोफोर have archegonium, okay, and inside this archegonium there will be presence of our egg cell. Am I clear? So this is the diagram of your liverwood, that is your Mertensia. This is your antheridiophore, and this is your archegoniophore, that is nothing but male and female sex organs respectively. Okay, so I hope you understood this liverwood very well. Okay, now pause your video and complete your notes. Okay, once again I hope this topic is very clear to all people. Yes students, so we have completed with your liverwoods. अच्छे से समझ में आया होगा आपको, right? Now we are going to understand your mosses. Mosses comes under your musci. आपको अच्छे से पता है, we have discussed 3 classes of your bryophytes, that is your Hepatocopsida, उसके अंदर liverwoods आता है. Then is your Anthocerotopsida, उसके अंदर क्या आएगा आपका? It comes your, yes, hornwoods, and finally comes your musci, right, or bryopsida. उसके अंदर we are going to understand your mosses. Now if we are talking about this mosses, then again इसकी जो life cycle है, okay, so what I am writing over here, predominant stage in life cycle of mosses. In लाइफ साइकिल ऑफ मॉसेस इज, ऑफ कोर्स आपको अच्छे से पता है, व्हाट इज द प्रीडोमिनेंट स्टेज ऑफ ब्रायोफाइट्स? दैट इज नथिंग बट योर गैमेटोफाइट. एम आई क्लियर? सो ये प्रीडोमिनेंट स्टेज है, आपको अच्छे से पता है, जो किसी भी ब्रायोफाइट्स का होता है. नाउ इफ वी आर फोकसिंग ऑन दिस योर गैमेटोफाइट, राइट, then this gametophyte have 2 stages. ये जो gametophyte है, it is having 2 stages. Number 1 is, you can say it as your primary stage, and second one is your leafy stage, you can say. Now if you are talking about this primary stage, right, then this primary you can say it as your plant develops from primary protonema. It develops from primary protonema, and leafy stage develops from your secondary protonema. Now comes the word protonema. Yes or no? What is the difference between primary and secondary? Okay, come to the sexual reproduction. हमने देखा था sporophyte produce हुआ था, right? Sporophyte, if I want to draw over here for your explanation, okay, ये sporophyte है, यहाँ पे spores produce हो रहे थे. Yes, this capsule opens up, these spores are liberated out. फिर मैंने आपको ये बोला था, these spores on getting suitable environment germinates to form new plant body. Yes or no? Yes. Now look carefully. The plant body which develops directly, can you see this? Which develops directly from spore is called as your primary protonema. Am I clear? So what is primary protonema? Which develops from spores. Which develop from spores. Am I clear? So here I am writing, ये जो primary protonema है, it directly over here I am writing, it directly develops from spore. Am I clear? So highlight this word spore. Okay, ठीक है. Now comes your secondary protonema. So this secondary protonema develops from any other region. Develops from any other region other than spores. Other than spores. जैसे कि this may develops from your rhizoids, right? It may develops from stem-like structure. Okay, it may develops from leaf-like structure. Am I clear? तो ये होता है आपका सेकेंडरी प्रोटोनीमा. Am I clear? Okay. वापस से एक बार in other terms if I want to say, then ये जो स्पोर्स है, ठीक है, स्पोर्स में से डायरेक्टली जो बॉडी डेवलप होती है, दिस इज व्हाट आई मीन बाय प्राइमरी प्रोटोनीमा. ओके, व्हाट इज द स्पेशलिटी ऑफ प्राइमरी प्रोटोनीमा? ये जो प्राइमरी प्रोटोनीमा है वो क्रीपिंग होती है. इट इज creeping. Okay, it is green, it is branched, and it is often filamentous. It is often filamentous. Creeping का मतलब क्या होता है? वो जनरली जमीन पे पड़ी हुई होती है. Simple as that. It is not upright. It is not upright. It is creeping on ground. Am I clear? तो वापस से एक बार स्पोर्स में थे डायरेक्टली क्या प्रोड्यूस होते हैं? ये प्राइमरी प्रोटोनीमा है. देखो मैंने कैसे बनाया है. It is creeping, right? It is branched, as you can see over here. It is green in color, right? As you can see over here. ठीक है बच्चों, तो ये ड्रॉ करा है मैंने प्राइमरी प्रोटोनीमा. Okay, now from this primary protonema, from any of the part, जैसे कि यहाँ पे ये rhizoid होगा ना, from any of your part, like your root, like your stem, there develops your secondary protonema. And this secondary protonema, इसकी speciality क्या है? It is having slender, upright axis. It is having slender upright axis. Okay, it bears leaves that are spirally arranged leaves. Am I clear? And this have multicellular, and you can say it as your branched rhizoids. It have multicellular and branched rhizoids. Am I clear? So once again, this is your leafy stage which develops as secondary protonema as a lateral bud. Am I clear? तो आपको फिट करना है माइंड में. प्राइमरी प्रोटोनीमा क्या है? जो डायरेक्टली स्पोर से डेवलप हो. सेकेंडरी प्रोटोनीमा क्या है? जो स्पोर से डेवलप ना हो, but it may develops from other regions like your root-like structure, stem-like structure, or you can say it as your leaf-like structure. Due to some injury, either this part is lost, yes, and this part is capable of producing new plant body, जिसको आप बोलो secondary protonema. इसको क्या बोलते हो आप? Secondary protonema. And yes, this secondary protonema bears sex organs. Sex organs in the sense your archegonium and antheridium. Okay, archegonium and antheridium. ठीक है, तो this is the two stages which are present in life cycle of mosses. Your primary stage develops from primary protonema. Leafy stage develops from secondary protonema. Am I clear? Okay. Now let's talk about their asexual reproduction. If we are talking about this asexual reproduction, then this asexual reproduction occurs by fragmentation and budding. ये आप सबको पता है. Fragmentation and budding of, to be more specific, secondary protonema. Secondary protonema. Am I clear? Okay. Then comes your sexual reproduction. So if we are talking about your sexual reproduction, right, then this have again same sex organ, that is your antheridium and your archegonium. Again it remains, the process remains the same. Process remains the same. And finally you people have to memorize examples. Examples of mosses आपको अच्छे से याद रखने हैं. That is over here I am writing. That is your polytrichum. Then is your sphagnum. And then is your funaria. Then is your funaria. ठीक है, ठीक है बच्चों. तो ये हो गया आपका examples of your mosses, that is polytrichum, funaria and your sphagnum. Okay, so this is your mosses. ये क्या है आपका mosses है. I hope you understood this very well. Do not confuse between primary and secondary protonema. Primary का मतलब क्या होता है? Which develops directly from spores. And secondary का मतलब क्या होता है? Which develops from region other than spores. Of course, by the process of fragmentation. By the process of fragmentation. ठीक है? And last, you people have to memorize, you people have to understand uses of this bryophytes. So ये आपका next heading होगा, uses of bryophytes. As such, ये जो bryophytes है, they are not much useful to us. However, I am writing point wise. You people have to write this in your notebook. Okay, this serves as food. This serves as food for many herbivorous animals. Am I clear? So first, they are food for किसके लिए? They are food for your herbivores. You can say they are food for herbivores, your herbivorous animal. Okay, यहाँ पे हमने पढ़ा sphagnum. क्या पढ़ा? Sphagnum. Okay, now what is this sphagnum? Sphagnum क्या है? Moss है, right? And this sphagnum provide us pit. ये sphagnum क्या provide करता है? Pit provide करता है, and this is used as fuel. This is used as fuel. Am I clear? So this sphagnum आपको provide करता है pit, and this pit is used as a fuel. Simple as that. Apart from this, ये जो sphagnum है, this sphagnum have water holding capacity. क्या है इसके पास? Water holding capacity. Okay. Due to this water holding capacity, this sphagnum is used in transshipment of, किसके transshipment of? Living material. Transshipment of living material. Am I clear? So this is your first point. This is your second point. Okay, sphagnum की दो use है. Number one, it provides a spit which we are using as fuel. स्पैग्नम की वाटर होल्डिंग कैपेसिटी बहुत ही अच्छी होती है, एंड दस इट इज यूज्ड इन ट्रांसशिपमेंट ऑफ लिविंग मटेरियल. ट्रांसशिपमेंट का मतलब होता है ट्रांसपोर्ट. इसका मतलब क्या होता है? ट्रांसपोर्ट. कोई भी लिविंग स्पेसिमेन को ट्रांसपोर्ट करवाना है, फॉर एग्जांपल यू कैन से एज गुजरात टू बेंगलोर ट्रांसपोर्ट करवाना है, यस और नो, तो वन कैन यूज दिस स्पैग्नम. इसकी वाटर होल्डिंग कैपेसिटी ज्यादा है, तो वाटर के साथ, स्पैग्नम के साथ आप जो लिविंग स्पेसिमेन रखोगे, राइट, ड्यू टू इट्स हाई वाटर होल्डिंग कैपेसिटी योर लिविंग स्पेसिमेन विल नॉट ड्राई. वो ड्राई नहीं होगा, राइट, एंड दस वी आर यूज दिस इन ट्रांसपोर्ट ऑफ लिविंग मटीरियल. ठीक है, तो दिस इज द सेकेंड यूज. थर्ड यूज, मॉसेस, मतलब ये जो अभी हमने पढ़े, along with lichens. आपको अच्छे से पता है, this mosses and lichens are first to colonize rocks, and thus they are of great ecological importance. Thus they are of great ecological importance. Okay, जो rock होते हैं, राइट। ये रॉक पे सबसे पहले कौन रहने आएगा? योर मॉसेस एंड लाइकेन्स। धीरे धीरे दिस मॉसेस एंड लाइकेन्स ब्रेक्स रॉक्स, वो रॉक को तोड़ेंगे, राइट, एंड फाइनली छोटे 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 टुकड़े हो गए, एंड फाइनली दैट रॉकी एरिया जहां पे पहले रॉक्स प्रेजेंट थे, नाउ इट गेट्स कन्वर्टेड इनटू सॉइल विच इज सूटेबल फॉर ग्रोथ ऑफ हायर प्लांट्स। एम आई क्लियर? जिसकी वजह से दे आर ऑफ ग्रेट इकोलॉजिकल इंपॉर्टेंस। एम आई क्लियर? सो व्हाट आई एम राइटिंग ओवर हियर, फोर्थ पॉइंट, एक्चुअली इट कम्स इन दिस ओनली। ये जो मॉसेस होते हैं, राइट, it makes what I'm writing, it makes soil suitable for growth of higher plants, am I clear? जैसे कि मैंने आपको बोला कि ये जो मॉसेस है, से फॉर एग्जाम्पल ये आपका रॉक है बेटा, ओके। तो यहाँ पे सबसे पहले रहने कौन आने वाला है? दिस आर योर मॉसेस एंड योर लाइकेन्स, मान लीजिए। नाउ दिस मॉसेस एंड लाइकेन्स आर गोइंग टू ब्रेक दिस रॉक, एज यू कैन सी ओवर हियर, है ना। व्हाट दे आर गोइंग टू डू? दे आर गोइंग टू ब्रेक दिस रॉक, एंड फाइनली ये जो एरिया है, दिस एरिया विल बिकम सूटेबल फॉर ग्रोथ ऑफ योर हायर प्लांट। एम आई क्लियर? ओके। एंड लास्ट वन, आपका जो मॉसेस होते हैं, दे फॉर्म्स अ डेंस मैट एंड thus prevents soil erosion अब soil erosion क्या है ये अच्छे से आप सबको पता होगा, yes or no? जो मॉसेस होते हैं वो सॉइल के ऊपर एक डेंस कवरिंग कर देते हैं, अ डेंस कवरिंग, राइट, एंड ड्यू टू दिस रेनफॉल की इम्पैक्ट सॉइल पे कम होती है, एंड दस वी कैन से इट एज दे प्रिवेंट्स सॉइल इरोजन। ठीक है, सो आई होप द टॉपिक इज वेरी क्लियर टू योर पीपल। हमने आज क्या पढ़ा? वी पीपल हैव अंडरस्टूड मॉसेस, primary protonema, secondary protonema. Once again I am repeating, primary protonema develops from spores, develops from regions like rhizoid, stem and leaf. ये कैसे होते हैं? creeping, your green, filamentous, multicellular, branched of course. ये कैसे होते हैं? They have upright axis, ऐसे होते हैं ये soil, and these are upright one. They are upright one, okay, and they have spirally arranged leaves. Of course, they are having rhizoids, and this secondary protonema have sex organ. So I hope the bryophyte is very clear to all people. सबसे पहले general description हमने खत्म किया. We have completed your liverworts. These are your mosses, and finally we are done with our uses. I hope you understood this video very well. Thank you very much.